Your new thing is a scam. What does that all even mean? I see a lot of groups of, you know, looking at others. And while this might have happened to you, or you might have seen it to happen to someone else, it's a thing. But a lot of times people find happiness. They find something that works, that fulfill their needs, that makes them, happy. And hey, just like it's a new thing. And they're all excited about it. So the person who is excited starts telling about it to others. Like, oh my God, look, this works. Look about, like where it's just like they're playing basketball and they're just found out that they can shoot a 3-pointer, or they just found out how to drift in the car or something else. People will try to share their happiness or their new experience. They get all excited. And then the usual response is, that's like everybody knows it. It's a scam. I've read about it, heard about it. Or the usual case nowadays, people will read the title without ever reading the article, without ever digging deep, without watching video and doing their own research. They read the headline, the title, they see the thumbnail of an article, of a video, and they assume they know the topic and what they're talking about. So they're going to leave a comment, and the person gets it and it's nasty and it's like not encouraging. So I'm bringing this up because I see this happening with Sid Rich. He found a new thing that is working for him, that is making him happy. He's all excited. And now people, oh, scam, snake oil, da-da-da. Like, okay, like that's one thing. But then look about myself. Like when I was 18, I found out about soul contract removal and I did my work. I found I noticed results in my life. I was working through communication issues. I was working through giving sessions and getting these, let's say, technological attacks where I'm just internet runs out. My internet is always great, and boom, session comes, can't connect, or devices starts failing, or weird things start happening. People are working through their issues in relationships, through their financial issues, being unlucky, having Murphy himself with his law following you around, causing all kinds of issues. And I've did plenty of soul contract removal work where I've noticed issues where I've gone through my own beliefs and agreements and decisions and things, that whole introspection and the work I did to nah, I'm going to change. I see entities, I talk about them, I experience Autobotics, and talk about it. So for me, it's like, hey, I found this new thing that makes me happy in life. I'm learning, I'm getting better, life is exciting, and I want to share it with others. Some will look at what I have to say and they're like, oh wow, they might try it out, they might have already experienced that, and they have their own point of view on it. And whatever their point of view, whether they can argue and say no, it's not going to work or whatever, they have their own experience and that is fine. But there are those who have never looked into it, never did the research, and they're going to bash people because their life sucks. They have had something happening in their life. They have tried out some things and it didn't work. And now their general belief is that the new thing will not work either. That, everything new and anything that's going to happen, it's just going to be bull, So you work with that. And a lot of people will have a hard time not to give in. Being stopped, being made wrong, bad, and guilty for finding your new passion, for feeling happy, for oh wow, I'm trying out this new thing and it's great. But everyone else around, they have their own experience in life, their own point of view. And usually just because they are not happy, because they failed or they have been stopped, those same people will try to bash you for you being happy. And no, they've been there, done that. Maybe not exactly the same thing that you're doing, but something similar, and they're gonna sort of mirror themselves onto you. Whatever they're trying to give to you in their comments and actions is usually a reflection of themselves. So this whole thing about your new thing is a scam, I think it just really reflects people's lives and their experiences. But of course, let's not deny that, hey, nowadays, a lot of things are happening and, people are trying to make money one way or the other. People are trying to get a use of you or something. And because people have experienced a lot of hardships, they learn to be careful. They learn to not trust anyone. They learn like, oh no, it's just all about me and everyone else is a liar, or I can't trust them. They have to really prove themselves and other things. So with all that, like I can understand people being watchful and maybe a bit like careful and pushy or making some nasty comments, but at the same time, I think like there's some strength if you are still looking for that new thing, the thing is going to make you happy. You're still exploring, you're allowing yourself to explore, even after you've been stopped and made, bad, wrong, and guilty, and experiencing all kinds of, pushbacks in life. If you're still exploring and you're trying to find or finding the new thing that's making you happy, your new little passion, your new little thing, I would say go for it. Explore. That's the only thing we have. And eventually you'll find out if it works for you, if it makes you feel happy and all the stuff. And like it's kind of like in general, because for a lot of people, like I even look at myself, I've had various hobbies where like as a kid, like, hey, I want to do like lots of sports, maybe play soccer, maybe go into the tennis, maybe go into other things. And there was like this constant no, no, no with various reasons. Oh, I want to play soccer. No, you're going to have huge feet. Like, oh, I want to go play tennis. You're going to have huge, massive, like manly looking shoulders. I want to go archaeologist. You're not going to make money from shed. I want to be vet. You're going to have to shove your hand in like cow's like ass and like just do that. I'm like, I fine, like, what do you want me to do? So like being pushed into that, like, I know I gave up a lot. I sort of got crammed into this little space where I couldn't be myself. But learning and finding that strength within to still explore, even though you failed, even though you might have been stopped, even though you've heard a lot of no's, if you're still going for it, kudos for you. You're doing a great job. So I don't know, I just wanted to bring it up. A lot of people are reflecting themselves or, like are saying and leaving nasty comments, but I think if you're still going, good for you. So that's just a little thing I wanted to bring up today and talk about a little bit. But, if you have your experience on this, whatever your subject might have been, like where you have been stopped and you kept on going, and even though people said, no, you did your thing and that made you happy and now you achieved something, or where you have a whole different experience where someone tried to sell you something, you did it, you got it, maybe it was a nice car and it's actually fucked up when you bought it and stuff. Share your experiences and we'll see what we have later. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.